What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And I want to make this short and sweet and get to the point. Finally, I got in the mail something I ordered the moment I heard about its release, and that is right here, the SCUF Envision Pro PC gaming only controller. Corsair and SCUF Gaming got together and pretty much married a keyboard and a controller, and this is it right here. Check out that bad boy, and let me show you a close-up of it. And once you see the close-up, one of the first things you're going to notice are the 5 programmable buttons at the bottom labeled G1 through G5. And that's probably one of the biggest additions to a controller that a company could have done. Basically, what you can do with those buttons, you can map them to anything. So let's say you're a streamer, you want to hit Spotify, you want to hit the next track, you want to mute maybe the chat. You know, someone say something crazy in a Call of Duty lobby. Now you have access to map that, and that is with the IQ software that you have to download on your PC that we're going to check out in about 1 minute. And on top of that, if you also check out the back, you have your typical paddles. These paddles are pretty durable, I'm telling you, based on the other SCUF controllers I have, because I own the Instinct Pro here, the Dr. Disrespect 2-time back-to-back blockbuster video game champion controller right here. This is for all my Xbox people, and this is my preferred controller. And then I also had to support Nick Merckx and the M-Fam. I got the Reflex Pro with this lime green, the graphics. Like I said, I just had to support my guy Nick Merckx. So PS5 controller or PS4 controller style, or Xbox, Elite controller style. But now it's like they made one specifically for us PC players. I'm primarily a keyboard and mouse player. So when I play Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex Legends, you name it, Counter-Strike, it's keyboard and mouse. But then I've noticed, and if you play a lot of Warzone or Modern Warfare 2, controller is dominant. Even for Apex Legends, a lot of pros have switched over to controller. Why? You know why. Aim assist, rotational aim assist. And I feel like those games were just built, for that type of style of play. I'm not going to say you can't play on keyboard and mouse, but believe me, I've lost a lot of close counter interactions to controller players. So I got very used to controller, and I'm not going to lie, I grew up with a PlayStation and an Xbox. So before I even built my first PC, I was very comfortable with a controller. But then once I got comfortable with a keyboard and mouse, then I kind of went back to controller, and there were things that felt like they should have added to a controller that, you have when you're gaming on a keyboard and mouse. And they finally did it with this controller right here. And like I said, you have 5 programmable buttons at the bottom, G1 through G5. Use your imagination. You can program it to whatever you want. And also the difference here is that these back paddles right here that you see, you don't have to just assign them to X, A, B, Y, or triangle, square, whatever. You can actually program them to whatever key you want. So once again, these G1 through G5s and these back paddles is like having an onslaught of brand new keys, basically, or buttons to your controller besides your X, A, B, and Y. And if you also notice real quick, if you didn't check out the slow motion, we have some side buttons right here labeled S1 and S2. So now you have extra buttons. You want to ping an enemy, you want to melee someone. Now you don't have to mash down on your joysticks. You can assign those side buttons. It also comes with these, what they call blank plates or something. Basically what this does is it deletes those buttons. So let's say you don't want to use them and they get in your way, you can use these buttons or you can use these plates right here. I don't know if you can see it up close, but basically you can delete those buttons. And the same goes for your back paddles. It comes with 2 right here in the box. If you're, let's say you don't use all 4 paddles. Not to mention that if you play Fortnite, this might be a game changer. Just because your inventory slots, editing, building, you don't have to, for example, use the same exact button or one of the paddles in the back to do 2 functions. Or in Call of Duty, when you slide cancel, sometimes you have to use the same button to reload or to interact. That no longer is a problem with this controller. And with Modern Warfare 3 coming out, I don't know. This is going to be a highly sought after controller, and it's going to give PC players an advantage, especially if you're using this controller, just because of that, because of the ease of slide canceling, the programmable buttons in the back. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one against console players. A lot of console players always said that keyboard and mouse had its advantages. Now you basically just married a keyboard and controller together. I'm very curious to see some highlights and some video clips of people using this controller with movement. Now back in Modern Warfare 3, it's going to be a problem. And of course, it comes with right here your wireless adapter. And now with Corsair, you have this slipstream technology, which is ultra low latency. So if you want to use it wirelessly, I won't be using it wirelessly, but you do have the option, and supposedly offers a low latency. So if you like to use it wirelessly, you have that option. But me personally, I'm going to be keeping it wired the whole entire time. And then it also does use a USB-C port right there. So if you have your USB-C cable, which is included right here in the box, connected directly to your PC, you can charge it or you can use it to play. And of course, you're going to connect it to your IQ software by Corsair to program all your buttons, your dead zones, your sensitivities, and you can even turn off the rumble pack, which I would highly recommend if you're playing any FPS shooter, because it's going to distract you and it's not going to allow you to have that fine, aim that you're going to need. And last but not least, just like the Instinct Pro, there's a switch in the back here, which changes these triggers here in the back from either full range. So if you're playing Forza, or you're playing Gran Turismo, or you're playing any of those car games, you're going to want it for like that real feel experience. Or if you're playing Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex, any first person shooters, you're going to want those rapid fire clicks like a mouse click. So you get instant action. So you have both. So you don't have to buy two separate controllers. You can switch it with the Instinct Pro, something you don't get with the base model. And last but not least, you also have this rubberized grip right here. So if you check it on out, this is so you can really hold that controller. So it's non-slip. It's almost for comfort, durability, and it's come very handy, especially if your hands get sweaty and you need to hold on in those intense battles, in those intense games. That's what that is there for. The SCUF Envision does not offer that. It doesn't have a wireless connection, it doesn't have the instant triggers, and it doesn't have the rubberized grips. So once again, I'm going to highly recommend the Envision Pro if you're really serious about your gaming. And it also has your power button, and it has the user profiles that you have your button right there where you can pretty much change your profile. So one for Call of Duty, one for Fortnite, one for Apex, and whatever game you're going to play. Let's check on out the Corsair IQ software so you can see real quick how you can program this, but I can't recommend this controller anymore. And one last thing before we check out the software, the Envision Pro starting at $179.99 US, and the Envision base model is $129.99. And at the time of this video, I just noticed they released now the customized versions. So you can basically take this faceplate off right here, pop it on right out like that, and you can change this faceplate to red, blue, custom designs. Also the buttons, all that crazy stuff. You know how SCUF does it. You're gonna be able to personalize this controller to whichever color or design you want. I feel like I've been ranting about this controller so much is because in the back of my mind, I've been saying they should have made a controller like this a long time ago, but better late than never, and they finally did. And I can't wait to start using this controller in Apex and Warzone and Halo, because I think you're going to have a definitely a competitive advantage if you're using this. And if you're comfortable with keyboard and mouse and you always wanted extra buttons on a controller or keys, fully mappable, and actually not even mappable, programmable, you're going to want this controller. Let's check out the IQ software so you can see how you can customize this controller even further. All right, so check it out. Here we have it. We have the IQ software open. And as you can see, the SCUF Envision Pro is showing on the dashboard. I also have the Corsair RGB Pro XT. So is also showing any Corsair products pretty much that work with the IQ software will be displayed here. But you make sure you're going to have to update the firmware on your SCUF Envision Pro before you continue. Once you do so, you're going to be able to open this on up right here. Check for updates, see if you have the latest software or firmware for your controller, and you can check the status of the battery, put it in eco mode, auto shut off, onboard memory, slots, all that good stuff. I just want to go through this quickly. Of course, once you get this controller, feel free to go on in, mess with all the settings and change everything from the mapping right here. As you can see, you can map every single button to anything you want, from muting the mic to, like I said, anything, including the back paddles here. Right now it's mapped to Y, B, X, and A, but you can go in there and you have your preset mappings here for battle royale, for racing, for sports, for action, and all that good stuff. So for the shooters, or you can just right here do it your custom style. So for example, this button right here, you can click and I can change it to a gamepad, an action, a D-pad, a trigger, a bumper, a thumbstick, a microphone. You can remap it to a keyboard key. Like I said, guys, there's unlimited possibilities. Then you also have hardware mapping as well for it. Pretty much the same thing I just went through. The lighting effects here, so you can change these LEDs to any color, do effects, cool abstract effects, you know, IQ. The software offers a lot of options. Like you would go here to murals, and then there you go. You can change it to any of these cool looking effects, and your controller is gonna light up that same exact way. So we go back to the controller. As you can see here for the triggers, you can configure how sensitive or how quick you want that pretty much instant trigger to be. So you can put the dead zone to 0 and it will be automatic. This is a must for first person shooters, especially if you play Apex or Warzone, any of those type of games. Same thing goes for your dead zone and your thumbsticks. You can configure them here in the software, but Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Apex, Fortnite, I believe you can configure them in the game. So I'm not going to touch this. I'm going to leave it alone here. I'm going to leave it as a linear response curve. And then in the game itself, I'm going to configure it. But once again, you can do that here if you like. And then for vibration, I've turned it down to 0 because I want no vibration during the first person shooters. For racing and fighting, customize it. If you want to get that experience, play Mortal Kombat, like I said, Gran Turismo, you're playing Forza, then it's a lot more fun. And the same thing goes with the triggers. And once again, all your device settings can be found here in this IQ software provided by Corsair. That's the beauty of this program here. You can customize your profiles. You can remap every single button here, like I said, in the mapping section. Something you can't do with the other SCUF controllers because those are built for console. The onboard memory chips, the computer, everything is programmed either for PlayStation or for Xbox. This is for PC. So every single button here is fully programmable. And once again, this is going to be a huge game changer. So once again, guys, once you get this software, you can go right on in, have fun, take your time, program it, do whatever you want. And pretty much, like I said, it's a game changer. So guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please also like, subscribe, follow the channel for more videos. I got a lot of content coming up with Modern Warfare 3 releasing the new season or chapter of Fortnite that's about to drop with the OG map or maps as they're going to be rotating them. I may jump back into Halo, jump back into Apex. So I'm going to have a lot of gameplay on this channel, especially now that I have this controller. So let me know once again, have you guys bought the controller? What do you guys think? PC players, talk to me. Let me know in the comments below. Please like, subscribe, and you already know, AyoRay Gaming. Follow me across all social media. See you guys on the next video. Peace.